You know, like them kids when they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court, but they the ones that brought the ball. So they like, all right, y'all don't want to pick me? I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Ass boys, little ass boys. Man, stop running from the belt. The belt coming. Truth is, they scared. Stop running. Stop being a female dog. Stop being a female dog.
Brandon Aiyuk might genuinely be the first player to have ever gotten CTE from a knee injury. Like this whole situation is just confusing. Aiyuk gets drafted in the first round of 2020, goes to 2 straight NFC championships, a Super Bowl, then tears his ACL, and I don't know if this nigga tears his brain muscles when he tore his ACL. Ever since that hit, bro has not been the same. I'm a 49ers fan, so this kind of hits close to home to me, and I haven't seen anybody really make a video covering the whole start to finish of this Brandon Aiyuk situation, so I wanted to make a video on it. So today we're gonna do a deep dive into Brandon Aiyuk, pause, because this nigga really has a peanut for a brain. I don't understand what is going on in his mind. He got paid. First he held out, stops coming to OTAs, training camps, everything. Ah! Wake y'all ass up, man. He complained publicly that he didn't get the ball enough in the Super Bowl. Request a trade only to the Commanders to play with Jaden Daniels or the Steelers to play with Mike Tomlin. Then he gets paid, gets hurt, and decides he just wants to stop playing football. Like, this nigga just disappears. He shaved all his facial hair, started wearing weird ass clothes, made a YouTube channel, started flexing cars on YouTube. I really don't know what's going on with this nigga, but we're gonna attempt to find out today. So we're gonna take it back to the beginning, and we're gonna try to find out how Brandon Aiyuk became the first player to get CTE from a knee injury. So Brandon Aiyuk actually grew up a 49ers fan. Grew up in Reno, Nevada, where he went to McQueen High School, where he played DB, wide receiver, and kick returner. He saw limited snaps at wide receiver, causing him to have no Division I offers. So because he had no offers coming out of high school, he chose to go to Sierra College, which is a junior college in Rockland, California. His first year at Sierra College was solid. He caught 29 passes for 573 yards and 5 touchdowns as a freshman and earned all conference honors. His sophomore year is where he really made a big leap, putting up 960 yards, 66 receptions, and added 14 touchdowns, being named a JUCO All-American. He also totaled 2,500 all-purpose yards and 21 touchdowns as a returner. He earned offers from Nevada, Hawaii, Kansas, Colorado State, amongst other schools, but he chose to go to Arizona State. His junior year in 2018 was not all that great. 474 yards and 3 touchdowns in 13 games. In 2019, the Sun Devils signed a freshman by the name of Jaden Daniels from LA, who went on to win Heisman and go number 2 pick in the draft in 2024. So obviously Arizona State going out and signing JD5 helped wide receiver 1 a lot, because Brandon Aiyuk the next year, 474 yards to 1,666 yards and 11 touchdowns. The Sun Devils, however, under freshman Jaden Daniels, only finished the year 8-5 and 4-5 in the Pac-12. Brandon Aiyuk went in the first round of the 2020 draft, the 25th pick to the Niners.
All right, Daniel, thanks. So the pick is in. San Francisco has moved up from 31 to 25. Let's see where they're going with another first-round pick.
Roger Goodell hyping up the COVID crowd is frying me, bro. Y'all know I graduated during this in 2020. I graduated during COVID, right from the couch. Cap and gown and a mask on from the couch. Some bullshit. We haven't seen Kyle Shanahan smile like this. John Lynch smiling. They look like they're in love. It was love at first sight. And at first, it was love at first sight. Brandon Aiyuk led the team in receptions in his first year. The Niners finished 6-10, but Aiyuk had 60 catches for 748 yards and 5 touchdowns with Nick Mullins and Jimmy G at quarterback. This is back when we were in fucking QB hell. His second year in the league, Aiyuk put up 826 yards, and the Niners went 10-7 behind Jimmy G after drafting Trey Lance 3rd overall. 10-7 Niners beat the Cowboys in the wild card.
Let's go to get to the quarterback here. Prescott takes off running the football. Whoa, I don't think this is going to work out.
It will. They'll be able to clock this. They were planning for it. It's down. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the official gets in the way. The game's over.
Gosh.
The game is over.
Oh, he did.
Then they beat the Packers in the divisional round, going on to lose to Matt Stafford and the Rams in the NFC Championship.
Stafford airs it out. Jefferson downfield. He's picked. No, dropped. Unbelievable. A drop by Jaquiski Tart. And he cannot believe it.
We either lose in the Super Bowl or we lose to the team that goes to win the Super Bowl. That shit is so fucking irritating. The next year in 2022, Aiyuk eclipsed 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. He finished the year with 1,015 receiving yards, 78 receptions, and 8 touchdowns. The 49ers finished the year 13-4, which when you look at it is really impressive because they had Trey Lance at QB1 to start the year, and then Jimmy G, and then Brock Purdy, and at that time nobody knew. And then fast forward to the NFC Championship. I'm still not over this shit. This nigga elbow or his wrist, or I don't know what happened. We didn't have no quarterback after that.
Why Purdy out?
Purdy got hit on the Hassan Reddick fumble. Purdy has been taken out of the game.
Oh, no.
Josh Johnson, the veteran, is in to play quarterback.
Listen, we done got this ball with our third string. All right? Johnson, be here.
Josh Johnson was ass, and then he want to come back this year in 2025 talking about, against the Eagles, talking about, oh, I had to get revenge, playing hella good for the Commanders. Revenge? Revenge? You're on the Commanders now. What do you mean revenge? Nigga, you should have been good in the NFC Championship. You were good in a meaningless regular season game. But, I'm sorry. But I remember watching this. This shit was ass.
Pump fakes. Now he lets one fly, and there's no one over there.
Everything bad that can happen. We lost our both quarterbacks.
Brock, are you ambidextrous?
Yeah, that's tough.
Next year, the Niners probably assembled the greatest team of all time to never win a Super Bowl. I mean, we had 9 Pro Bowlers, 5 first-team All-Pros, and then 2 second-team All-Pros. So we had the Avengers, basically, and lost. But Brandon Aiyuk had a career year that year. He ended the year with 75 catches, 1,342 yards, and 7 touchdowns. In the last time that we would see him be good. The 49ers finished the year 12-5, and they finished the year the 1 seed in the NFC coming into the playoffs. First, the Packers beat the shit out of the Cowboys in the wildcard round, and then the Niners squeaked by the Packers 24-21.
McCaffrey scores! 49ers in front! Love. Pressure up the middle. Runs away. Throws across his body! And that is picked! 49ers have it!
And then they were down 14 at halftime to the Lions before Brandon Aiyuk made probably the greatest catch of his entire lifetime.
With a lot of time. Steps into one. Launching deep. Going for Brandon Aiyuk. It is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet. Penalty. Is he in? He's down to the 5. We'll see what the penalty is.
That shit ricocheted off the safety. Then he comes back on 3rd and goal and scores the touchdown. The Niners go on to win the game, go to the Super Bowl, all to lose to a play called corn dog that the Eagles just lost to the year before.
Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! He reads special. We talked about he was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across.
Nothing better than a good corn dog with some mustard and ketchup.
After the Super Bowl, Brandon Aiyuk openly said that he should have got the ball more, should have been more involved in the offense or whatever the fuck he said. He complained. He openly complained right after the Super Bowl. And they were like, what could make you feel better? And he was like, being a champion, which is understandable. I mean, if I had just lost the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be mad too. But I don't feel like he should have said that. But that's just like the start. It's a contract year. So after this, he holds out. He doesn't come to any training camp, any OTAs, anything. This nigga just basically stops coming.
How much influence from the other guys, their signings, have on your market?
I think a lot. I felt like when the season was over, I was trying to, I was back and forth with them every day. Like my agent called me. We were on the phone for an hour and a half. Hour 45 minutes, hang up the phone. He calls them. He calls me back in an hour. We're trying to bang this thing out. And I wasn't worried about any other guy. I was just trying to get what I felt was appropriate for me at that time. That was early on in the offseason. We couldn't come to an agreement at that time. And then on top of that, other guys decided to come. Right. Or not decided to come. They got paid. Their teams rewarded them. The market changed what the market is. So
he makes a YouTube channel. He starts talking about how his goal is to try to get a gold plaque on YouTube.
I'm about to pick up 2 whips. I'm trying to get a gold plaque on YouTube, silver plaque on YouTube. See if we can make him mad enough.
Then, so this nigga, he becomes a YouTube car flexer. Instead of training, he's supposed to be training or going to OTA, going to training camp. He making YouTube videos like me. So then he requested a trade only to the Steelers to play for Mike Tomlin or only to the Commanders to play with Jaden Daniels. They tried to trade him to the Browns and to the Patriots, but this nigga has a veto clause in his contract, so he could just veto the trade. So he said, no, I'm not going there. I want to play for Mike Tomlin, play for Jaden Daniels. They said, nigga, we're not sending you over there or over there. So you're going to stay right here. They come to an agreement, 4 years, $120 million extension. He comes to practice, but in the wrong shorts.
Yeah, he did. Good question. I wish I could wear different shorts.
But at least he's coming to practice. He starts the year, drops a touchdown.
Brock Purdy could not have thrown this ball any better.
Makes up for it with a pretty absurd catch against the Patriots. But for the first 6 weeks of the 2024 season, Brandon Aiyuk was not necessarily good. And the commentators were even talking about like, oh, this is probably due to him not coming to training camp all summer.
That Aiyuk just simply does not miss most of the time. You know, showing some of the rust of missing so much camp.
So then week 7 comes, playing the Chiefs who just corn dogged us in the Super Bowl. Brandon Aiyuk runs around across the middle, catches it, and as y'all know, his knee was connected to his brain because this hit fried his whole whatever was left up there. And then it gets even worse. I'm going to just show y'all this just because it gets worse. Brock Purdy gets in the end zone. He says, I'm gonna do this shit for Brandon Aiyuk. I don't even know who the kicker was, but he says, fuck Brandon Aiyuk. Patrick Mahomes says, fuck all y'all.
Around Fred Warner. Oh, what a run. Now dances for a foul. He's still in bounds. Patrick Mahomes racing to the end zone and he's out of bounds.
Then he says, nah, I meant fuck Malik Mustafa.
Gonna walk in. Touchdown. There's a penalty. Hold on.
And I've seen enough. I don't want to see no more. The Niners going to lose this game. But we beat the Cowboys the next week, and this makes Mr. Aiyuk happy.
Happy Victory Monday. Hope this week is filled with blessings, love, health, wealth, and more life. 1 week.
Never heard him say this many nice
torn
things.
ACL, MCL, messed up meniscus, hurting. I'm on to another week of treatment, another week of trying to get back right. Surgery soon. We just gonna keep grinding, man. Keep being blessed. Keep thanking God. Blow some more chicken.
Blow some more chicken. And that's exactly what he did. He then goes and buys a Lamborghini and then speeds off in it. And then this is week 11. This is 4 weeks after he just tore his ACL. His team is playing the Seahawks this week. A rival. They're playing a rival this week. This nigga's in Philly watching Jaden Daniels. We're talking about go Commanders, man.
Come on, man. Yeah. Let me take a pic. Come on. Yo, you see that boy right there? You see that man right there, man? Come on. Whoa. Go Commanders, man.
It's actually crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. Week 11, his team is playing. He's in Philadelphia watching the Commanders play. Anyways, the Niners ended up finishing the year 6-11, and Aiyuk, the plan was for him to return week 6. Then John Lynch says he's hopeful, then not counting on it. Then they voided $27 million of guaranteed money from his contract, and they placed him on the reserve/left squad list. So if you don't know what this is, because I didn't know what the fuck it was, I guess this is the most famous case of it. This is a list where basically it's for players who voluntarily quit or leave the team without permission. So if you place a player on the left squad list, it takes them off the 53-man roster, but the team can keep their contract rights. So they can't go nowhere. They're not a free agent, right? But they're not a roster spot anymore. They can sign a new person in his place. I've never heard of this shit before, but I guess every team has it. And this is the most famous case of them using it because Brandon Aiyuk just decided once he lost $27 million, they thought that was probably going to make him come back. They're like, let's take his guaranteed money. Let's take $27 million of it. And he's like, I got cars. And then they asked George Kittle about it, and it made him sad.
At this point, it doesn't seem like he's coming back. I try my best to not even think about it because, I love Brandon. He's one of my favorite teammates I played with. And if I think about, I wish he'd be here and stuff like that, it kind of just makes me sad.
But Brandon Aiyuk didn't give a fuck because he's on his way to pick up his brand new Trackhawk.
Taking delivery of my brand new Trackhawk through the lens of Brandon.
Then he immediately gets pulled over in his brand new Trackhawk. Immediately for speeding. Like, you can't make this shit up.
No! Ain't no fucking way! Oh my god! Oh my god! I should hit it. I should dodge it. Oh my god. Should I hit it on his ass? I should hit it on his. Oh my god. But these aren't stolen though. They're not registered as stolen. And I'm obviously somebody who doesn't need to steal cars.
I don't know that. Right? I don't know you. I don't watch football.
They're not. Nothing says that they're stolen. Nothing says that I'm stealing cars.
I didn't say you are. I'm saying that's what it looks like, right? So give us a couple minutes. We gotta look a bunch of stuff up. Okay?
I've been waiting all day to get this off the truck. I just literally got this off the truck, and I'm doing my wraparound. I just got the car off the truck, so you know what I'm finna do. You know I'm about to spin. I'm about to hear the engine. I just brand new whip, bro. Bro said, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to pull you over.
Then they let him go with a warning. And he speeds off. He speeds away.
We out here. We out here.
Bro, they need to just ban football players from cars, bro. They need to ban football niggas from cars. All them hits they taking, all he knows is car go fast. So then meanwhile, they ask his coach at his job where he signed a contract and, gets paid to play there. So where has Brandon Aiyuk been at?
Yeah, we haven't seen him forever. So it's been pretty simple for me. I haven't seen him in a month. It's just something we've been used to for a while. But I literally haven't had to think about BA or had a reason to think about him in a long time. When this year's over, we'll see where we're at.
Aiyuk says, nigga, you haven't seen me in a month. Nigga, here I am right here, and speeds past Levi Stadium, blasting Rilo.
I just seen some gangsters stand on business over last year. I just seen some niggas die with shit that ain't true.
Later apologized for this on, what is this, Facebook? I don't even know. And then at the end of the 2024 season, they asked 49ers GM John Lynch about Brandon Aiyuk.
The plan in terms of the transaction, that will come in due time. I think it's safe to say that he's played his last snap with the Niners. Situation that just went awry. Sometimes just doesn't work out.
So where does this leave us? Like, so he hasn't played a game since 2024. I don't think he's even come to practice. I mean, I've looked through the reports and shit. It's all that's reported is he doesn't come to practice. At this point, he's trying to get traded to the Commanders. He unfollowed everybody on Instagram except for his wife, Jaden Daniels, and the Commanders. NFL executives are questioning if he even wants to play football anymore.
I don't know that he wants to play. Like, I can't answer that question. Does he want to play NFL football? Does he want to play in Washington? I have no idea. If I could advise Brandon Aiyuk, I would tell him to show up for work. I would have told him to show up for work a couple of weeks ago.
So now, at this point, I'm going to just break down this picture for you. This is how much money he's missing out on. These are his cap hits. In 2026, it was supposed to be $14.6 million. Instead, he's going to get $8.3. In 2027, $41.5 million. Instead, he's going to get $8.3. In 2028, $43.4 million. Instead, he's going to get 8.3. In 2029, $14.5 million. Instead, he's going to get 4.6. Like, they're not trading you to the Commanders, my nigga. Mike Tomlin, he works in TV. He's going to be like commentating or some shit. I don't know what he's going to be doing, analyzing. He's not coaching no more. They're not trading you there. The best thing that you can do is just practice or play. Play football. You don't have to like the Niners. They don't have to like you, bro. Like, as fans, if you go out there and you catch some touchdowns, my nigga, I'ma fuck with you. You don't gotta like your coaches. They don't gotta like you. If you want to go somewhere else, you're gonna have to get some film. You're gonna have to show people that you can play. At least go practice. Go to training camp. You know what the latest thing that just happened is? This nigga just got a warrant put out for his arrest. You know what he did? He just posted himself speeding away from the district attorney's office. And his caption was, "Mad I took off, got some niggas mad," or some shit like that. Some dumbass caption. This nigga has a pebble for brains. I don't understand. Flexing money like a scammer on Instagram or some shit. You shaved all your facial hair. What is going on? Go run some routes. Like, they really have no reason to cut you when they can just keep you on this list and just take your bread and sign somebody in your spot. You acting like they did something wrong to you, nigga. They paid you and you just stopped coming. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So I recorded this yesterday, and now today, this nigga finally speaks out. So Brandon Aiyuk finally has something to say about this whole situation. I'm not gonna lie, I'm even more confused than before. So now I'm sure that this nigga has CTE.
You know, like them kids, when they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court, but they the ones that brought the ball. So they like, all right, y'all don't want to pick me? I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Ass boys, little ass boys. Or like when your kid, he got this one toy, but he don't really know how to use it correctly. So somebody else about to pick it up and play with it. And they like, oh yeah, this shit litty. And they like, wait, hold on, that's my toy. Ass boy. Man, stop running from the belt coming. You scared. They scared. The truth is, they scared. They know how I get. They gonna say, oh yeah, BA did this, BA did that, BA did, you know, that shit allegedly. But what they not gonna say is BA suck at football, because they know how I get. And they running from that belt that's on the way. It's inevitable. It's coming. Stop running. Stop being a female dog. Stop being a female dog. And another thing, you wanna know why they really mad though? They mad because they stupid. They dumb. They mad that they paid me $50 million in 8 months. And they avoided my guarantees for 2027. And I'm about to be on a new team in 2027. They mad at they selves for real. Niggas acting like they mad at me, but they stupid ass mad at they self. I hope they do move him to the Commanders or he goes somewhere. I want to see him play football again. I don't want to see him just do whatever he's doing. I mean, maybe he's happy. If he's happy, then. But I loved Brandon Aiyuk as a fan. I hope to see him play again in the Niners uniform or somewhere else. You guys watch this video to the end. I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.